What's up everybody? Welcome to the Stocks channel. My name is Corey and today in the stock market we did have a bullish day across the indices. Will we start running to brand new all-time highs from here? First up, let's take a look at the S&P 500 SPY ETF. So let's crack open this chart and see what's going on in the stock market today. Alright, so today on SPY we did go up 0.81% and we did have a very volatile day. Intraday we came all the way down to our critical support at 436, which I told you to continue to watch that critical support, and we did see a lot of buyers stepping in at that level, and we saw a very strong bounce that brought us all the way back up to our critical resistance level at 441. So that was a very volatile day, going all the way from critical support back to critical resistance in one trading day. Now the good news for the bulls is we're back above a positive sloping 5 EMA, and we did get a bullish breakout because we did close at a brand new all-time high. There's no way you can look at that price action as anything other than bullish, and we still do have the very strong bull trend. So overall, today's price action still does favor the fact that we are likely going to SPY levels of 446. We saw critical support being held up and we saw buyers stepping in, and we still don't see high volume selling in this market, and we are climbing the wall of worry because we do have extreme fear readings as we continue to climb higher. So it's more than likely the path of least resistance is still higher, and I continue to tell you to not try to short this bull market because it's very strong and strong bull markets do not die easily. So look for the possibility that we are going to start running to SPY 446 now that it does look like we're starting to break out and gaining some bullish momentum back with the trend. In the event this was all just a fake out, you're going to see it in the price action, and we will get a price action close below 436. But I continue to tell you to stay objective, and just assuming we might break down is not being objective. We need to see a price action close below critical support for us to stop thinking this bull market is going to continue to go higher. So right now the path of least resistance is still higher, and the objective direction in the market is still going to brand new all-time highs. On the Nasdaq 100 QQQs, we were up 0.61% today, and again we saw a full round trip from critical support up to critical resistance. We bounced off that critical support right around 362, and we closed right on top of critical resistance just below 367. So we did not get the confirmation breakout with the QQQs that we did get on SPY, but it's very possible we break out and start running as soon as tomorrow. We still have the bull trend, and the price action did close above a positive sloping 5 EMA, so there's no reason to believe the QQQs won't try to climb higher from here. We still need to break out above the previous all-time high just below 369, and our price target is just above at 370. So watch those critical resistance levels, and again you need to see a break and close below about 363 to see the QQQs looking like they're going to roll over out of this bull market. Below 363, we still have critical support at 360 and 358, with our 50 EMA now down here at 353. On the Dow Jones, we did get a confirmation bounce off of that critical support because we closed right on top of critical support just yesterday at that 348 level. Intraday, we retested that support level and even wicked below it, but we saw buyers coming in and we closed all the way back up here at resistance at 351. You could see a common theme here that all three indices tested critical support and closed at critical resistance. We do see a little bit of a break above that resistance level like we do on SPY. So again, it's very possible we start running from here to the next price target at Dow Jones levels of 355. We have the full bull trend with price action back above a positive sloping 5 EMA. So all three indices have a strong bull trend with bullish price action from today's close. So again, if you're staying objective, you cannot look at these indices and think anything other than bullish at this time. Will we roll over one day? Absolutely, but we don't see any evidence that we're rolling over at this time. On the Russell 2000, we were up 0.41% today, and we did see the Russell holding that support level at 219, closing well above it and back above our 20 simple moving average. The Russell 2000 is trying to fight off a bear trend, and it's slowly but surely doing that. We see 2 of the 4 moving averages crossing back above our 20 simple moving average, so the bears are losing the bear trend, which means they're losing the momentum to push the price action lower. The bulls still need to get a price action close above 223 to scare the bears away for good, but the bears will continue to short this market at resistance. So continue to watch IWM resistance levels of 222 and 223, and if we can get above 223, we could have a quick trip to the next resistance at 227. So look for that as a potential breakout trade opportunity if we can get above that 50 EMA. To the downside, continue to watch that critical support at 219 and 215, and below 215 we could be coming back down to 209. But right now, as long as the bulls can hold above critical support and try to get a close above the 50 EMA, we could see bullish price action in IWM once more. On the ARKK ETF, we went down today, going down 0.74% and closing right on top of that critical support yet again at 120. So we're seeing ARKK consolidating around critical support, and we don't have a trend for the bears or the bulls. We need to see ARKK closing above about 121.5 to start looking bullish yet again, and we could build a bullish trend very quickly with how close these moving averages are starting to bunch up. Above the 20 simple moving average, we could have a quick trip up to the next resistance just below 128. On a break below 120, look for support at 115.5 and 112.7. Today, we did see the VIX getting crushed, going down 7.4%. But overall, we are not out of the woods yet on the VIX. We're still forming higher lows, and we did close right on top of the 20 simple moving average, and the VIX is in a full bull trend. So this is still a warning sign that I want you to pay attention to, because if the VIX does start spiking and closing above 20, today's price action was all just a bull trap, and we're going to see the market try to roll over. However, it's very possible the VIX loses this bull trend if we continue to see the VIX getting crushed back down towards 16. So watch the VIX right around this 18 level, because if it goes lower, that will favor all-time highs. But if we see the VIX bouncing tomorrow and getting back above 20, that will signal this was just a bull trap, and we are very likely going to see a volatile sell-off. But right now, looking at the price action on the indices with the bull trend, it does favor the likelihood that we will see the VIX continue to get crushed lower. On Bitcoin, we're currently down about 2.8%, and we do see Bitcoin continuing to bleed out down towards our support level. Remember, I told you the most critical support level will be the breakout level and the retest of the breakout as support just above 35,000. That's more than likely where Bitcoin is headed, because that will be the ultimate test to see if Bitcoin is going back into a bull market. But on the way to that support level test of the breakout, we still do have support levels at 37,500 and our 50 EMA at 36,500. So watch those support levels, but I really do think Bitcoin will test that breakout level before we see more upside. If we fail to hold that breakout level, that means this was all just a false breakout, and it means Bitcoin could be going lower. But overall, I do see Bitcoin building up some bullish momentum, so look for that critical retest of support. We still have resistance that goes all the way up to 43,000 if we do start seeing a bounce, so watch those levels as well. On Amazon stock, we were up today, going up 1.04%, and we continue to see Amazon holding that support level at 33.11. We're starting to do some damage on that gap, and we still have plenty of upside gap to fill, going all the way up to 35.79. Now, this is very unlikely that the stock market is going to crash or go through a correction while Amazon has this much upside. Remember, gaps typically get filled, and it's very likely Amazon is going to fill this gap. So on the way to that gap fill, look for resistance at 3,400, the 50 EMA at 3,480, and our 3,500 resistance level. It's very likely Amazon is going to close this gap, but it will find resistance along the way. Your critical support level will be 33.11, and we do have a support trend line that we're continuing to ride higher as well. So look for Amazon to try to close this gap in the near future, and do understand that will be bullish for the triple Qs. On Tesla, we were flat on the day, basically going nowhere at the close, and we're still closing above the upper Bollinger Band. Remember, Tesla has resistance right around this $715 level, and that's the next breakout level we need to see Tesla close above. We do have a small gap below right around 698, so look for the potential that that gap gets filled. We have support at the breakout level right around 692, and below that, Tesla could be coming back down to around 686. So there's plenty of support to the downside that Tesla could find before we see that next leg higher. So look for that breakout above 715 that could send us into the 760s. On Apple stock, we were up 1.26% today, and we do see Apple looking very bullish yet again. We need to see Apple get that 13 EMA back above the 20 simple moving average, and we'll have the full bull trend yet again. We see price action above all the moving averages, and we did find resistance exactly where we would expect to find it at 148. If we can see Apple breaking out above 148, it could start running to our next price target at 156, so watch that closely. To the downside, you're looking for support at 146, 145, and 143, and below 143, we're likely retesting our 50 EMA at 139, and below that, closing the gap at 137. So watch those critical levels, and right now, Apple does have some bullish momentum, so it could try to break out and start running, which would also be bullish for the triple Qs. On the financial sector, we did have a bullish day today, going up over 1.1% and closing back above all the moving averages. We're very close to having a full bull trend if we can get that 20 simple moving average crossing back above the 50 EMA, which does mean the financial sector could start to run yet again. The industrial sector was up 1.31% today, and we still have bullish price action with that bullish trend, and we did bounce off of that critical support at the 50 EMA. The healthcare sector had a very bullish day, going up 1.39% and still well above a positive sloping 5 EMA with a very strong bull trend. The energy sector was up 1.71% today and did find resistance at the 20 simple moving average. Overall, it's still in a bear market because we still have a bear trend in price action below the 20 simple and the 50 EMA. So jumping back over to the S&P 500, you can definitely see the sectors are looking very bullish, and we still have a lot of bullish stocks like Amazon and Apple that could push the indices higher. So continue to stay objective and block out the noise, because if you're staying objective, you should be crushing this market. The price action and the trend have been bullish for quite a while now, and the bulls continue to be on the right side of the trade. So stay objective and you'll be on the right side of the trade, and you will start making money in this market. We can definitely see some warning signs with the VIX, but it's very possible those warning signs go away if we continue to see the VIX getting crushed. So pay attention to critical support and critical resistance and understand we're still in a strong bull trend. Also remember, I have my own trade alert service that only trades TQQQs, and it's called BANC Trade Alerts. It's very simple to follow, and you receive all of the buy and sell alerts directly via email and text message. I'm currently running a 50% off promo code for your first month, so now is the best time to try BANC Trade Alerts. You can find out all of the details about BANC Trade Alerts in the description below. I also have the Stocks Channel Discord where I do intraday updates and analysis to help you navigate this market and stay on the right side of the trade. If you're interested in joining the Stocks Channel Trading Discord community, you can find out how to join by clicking on the links below. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.